Let me bring in my colleague Narayan Singh on this amazing story that in Team India scripted. Narayan, it couldn't have been better as the final, the fifth match of an innings, could it?
Definitely, Gautam. It was, we can say that the kind of victory India registered here, quite amazing, and it's good for the Test cricket because Test cricket getting so much excited and so much coming down the wire. It will keep the Test match alive. But as the India played throughout the series, right from the first Test match at Headingley, Leeds, the score line would have been, I think, 4-0 in favor of India. Let's first talk about the Headingley Test, where England need to chase a 371 run target, and I think chasing our 300 run target in the fourth inning of a Test match, it only happens once in a blue moon, and chasing 371, it was looking like impossible for the England team. But England team, with their baseball philosophy, chased it down, and before that in 2022 they chased down 378 against India at Edgbaston. So it was almost in India's hand, the first match, but they let the match slip. And talking about the Edgbaston, India won that match by a massive margin. We saw the fantastic display of cricket and a fantastic bounce back by the Indian team. Now talking about the Lords, the match was in complete control of the Team India and the way they batted, but in the second innings they needed 193 runs to win the Lords match. But apart from Ravindra Jadeja, we saw that what a fantastic knock he played from the one end, but India continued to lose wickets from the other end, and India lost that match by Lords match by a small margin of 22. And the fourth Test match at Manchester, it was a match where England dominated, and it was looking like that England would won the Manchester match, but the defiance and the, we can say, the grit, the Indian batsmen, especially in the second inning, Washington Sundar scoring a ton, Shubman Gill scoring a ton, and Ravindra Jadeja scoring a ton, that converted the defeat into a draw in that match. And here we all know that what kind of cricket India played. Definitely we can say that it was in India's hand completely, because chasing a target of more than 300 is always a difficult. But the way yesterday, as you mentioned, that the way Harry Brook and Joe Root stitched a 195 run partnership, it was fantastic, and that changed the complexion of the match. If you take a look record at the Oval, the highest chase at this ground was way back a century ago, that was 263, and you just think that chasing at such a ground target of more than 300 is not feasible, but England came close to it, and finally India managed to do this series, and this draw is not less than a win.
Yes, certainly it does feel like a win, doesn't it? But just in terms of positives that India can draw, we had a young captain, a relatively younger side, not too many seniors in this one, but also the fact that for more than half of the series, our key striker was not there, Bumrah wasn't there, and yet we managed to level the series. So Siraj emerged as the unheralded hero.
Gautam, a very important point raised by you. Half of our players were not there because got continuous chopping and changing. We saw that few players got injured. We saw that it was already announced that Bumrah will play only 3 Test matches, and later on, after the completion of the 4th Test match, BCCI, the reports came that BCCI was not happy with the pick and choose policy of the Jasprit Bumrah, because it just changes the team combination. If you take a look, Test match is all about the team combination. It's not a magic. If you have a proper team combination, definitely you will have an upper hand. If you take a look, the mentor of the KKR when Gautam Gambhir used to be, when he won the IPL title with KKR, he was the mentor, and he has 6 bowlers with him, and he never changed his side, and his team took 106 wickets throughout the tournament. They won the title, but here that thing was missing. I think we saw in the first match Bumrah was there, after that Shardul was there, in the next match both of them were not there, but few more changes made, and finally we saw that injury to Akashdeep, injury to Arshdeep, so continuous injury was also there. So I think here the BCCI should take a look, because if a series like a 5-match series. It's very long, and it's we can say that it dents the mental strength, also the physical strength of the players, and for both English team and also Indian team. In that sense, there should be a bifurcation of the red ball cricket and white ball cricket. It will definitely help the players, and also they help the management too. And finally, if you take a look, Mohammed Siraj was the only pace bowler from both the sides who played all the 5 test matches and has bowled more than 185 over throughout the series. Talking about the English team too, all the bowlers except Chris Wokes were replaced for this match. So it is also for the home side too. It takes toll to the bowlers, especially the pace bowler. They have to bowl the long spells, and it was visible. There only one bowler, Chris Wokes, also got injured. So
yes.
all in all, the point mentioned by you to take
yes.
a look at the injuries.
Let's also quickly talk about Shubman Gill, Narayan, because we knew that he someday would be the future of Indian cricket, but we never thought that it would come so soon, and in this manner, that he is scored tremendously, top scorer throughout the series on both the sides, and captaincy was also quite on the mark.
Gautam, if you take a look as a batsman, he was exceptional at scoring highest run in the series, more than 700 runs. But as a captaincy, still he has to learn a lot, because we saw there was yesterday, if you take a look, there was a defensive approach he showed in the fielding. And if you take a look, there was very less, we can say, the interaction with the spinners, bowlers, and there was a defensive strategy in his captaincy. Unless and until you are not aggressive captain, you can't achieve big thing in the test cricket. But it's very early to say about the future of the Shubman Gill as the captain. But as a batsman, he was exceptional. As a captain, he needs to learn a lot.
All right. Well, let's leave it there. I would have loved to talk to you more about the way forward from here, and also about England's performance as well, and Ben Stokes. But we'll leave that for another time. Thanks a lot for joining us for the moment, Narayan Singh.